The secret to sounding like a native speaker. Hello and welcome back. If you've ever listened to a native English speaker and thought, how do they sound so smooth and natural? You're not alone. Many learners study for years, memorize vocabulary and master grammar, yet still feel like something is missing when they speak. That missing piece is natural flow, the rhythm, tone, and expression that make someone sound fluent and confident. Here's the truth. Sounding like a native isn't about having a perfect accent. It's about learning the right habits, techniques, and patterns that make your speech feel real, alive, and engaging. In this guide, I'll break down the most powerful strategies I used personally and teach my students to help them sound more like native speakers, all in paragraph form with rich examples. 1. Shadow native speakers. Every day. One of the most effective techniques I discovered early on was called shadowing. It's like karaoke, but for fluency. You choose a short audio or video clip, interview, podcast, scene from a movie, listen to a sentence, and immediately repeat it out loud, copying the speaker's tone, rhythm, stress, and speed. At first, I started with 30-second clips from TV series like Friends. I would pause after each sentence, repeat it exactly, then play it again to check. For example, if Rachel said, "Are you serious right now?" I'd copy her exact tone and pace, even her little pause. Doing this daily, even for 5 minutes, transformed my pronunciation and made my voice sound more native-like. 2. Focus on stress and intonation. Native speakers use stress, emphasis on certain words, and intonation, the rise and fall of the voice, to create music in their speech. This gives meaning and emotion to even simple sentences. For example, the phrase, "I didn't say he stole the money," changes meaning depending on which word you stress. I used to record myself saying the same sentence with different emphasis, then ask native friends which one sounded right. I also mimicked the melody of movie dialogues or motivational speeches. Training your ear to hear the music of English and training your voice to play it back is what gives you that native sound. 3. Learn connected speech. Speak in chunks. Native speakers don't speak word by word. They link words together in smooth, connected chunks. This is called connected speech, and it's key to sounding fluent. For example, instead of saying, "What are you doing?" word by word, natives say, "What you doing?" I practiced this by taking slow sentences and speeding them up while keeping clarity. Apps like Elsa Speak or Youglish helped me listen for real-life examples. A simple technique is to write out a short conversation, underline the linked words, then practice saying the full sentence fluidly. Connected speech adds a native-like rhythm and ease. 4. Use real-life idioms and expressions. What separates textbook English from native English is the use of idioms, expressions, and natural phrases. Native speakers say things like, "I'm all ears," "It slipped my mind," or "no biggie," and these don't always appear in formal lessons. I made it a habit to collect these from shows, social media, or conversations, then use them naturally. One time, I used "it's not my cup of tea" when describing a movie I didn't like, and my language partner smiled. That sounded super native. These phrases give your speech personality and authenticity. 5. Record yourself and listen like a coach. It's not easy to hear your own voice, but it's essential. I used to record myself reading dialogues, telling stories, or imitating YouTube videos. Then I'd listen back, not to judge, but to analyze. Did I sound clear? Was my tone expressive? Did I sound robotic? I'd pick one area to improve, like intonation, and try again. I also compared my recording with native clips and made adjustments. This practice helped me self-correct and grow. Your phone can be your best pronunciation teacher if you use it right. 6. Think and react in English. Not your native language. Many learners pause because they think in their own language, then translate into English. This slows down speech and makes it sound unnatural. I trained myself to think directly in English, even for small daily thoughts. I'd describe my day in my head. I'm heading to the grocery store. Or, I should call my friend. I also reacted in English. If I dropped something, instead of saying, oops, in my language, I'd say, whoops, my bad. These little habits built speed and natural flow. 7. Imitate not just words but emotion. Native speakers don't just talk, they express, they laugh, sigh, pause, emphasize, and play with words. I practiced copying not just what was said, but how it was said. I'd watch movie scenes and act them out like an actor, exaggerating the emotion. For example, in a romantic scene, I'd mimic the soft tone. In a comedy, I'd match the playful rhythm. This made my English not only correct, but alive. When I spoke with others, they noticed how expressive and natural I sounded. Final thoughts. Sounding native is a skill, not a secret. Sounding like a native speaker doesn't require you to erase your accent or speak perfectly. What it truly requires is understanding and practicing the rhythm, emotion, and habits of fluent communication. And very technique I've shared in this guide helped me break through the wall of textbook English and speak with more confidence, clarity, and connection. And here's the best part. None of them are magical secrets. They're skills, and skills can be learned. The real secret? It's not more time, it's better habits. Even just 5 minutes of shadowing, one emotional line repeated with care, or a short recording of your voice can start building your fluency. If you repeat these small actions daily, you'll begin to hear and feel the shift. Your speech will grow more expressive, more natural, more you. So what's your next step? Pick one technique and start today. Let your voice grow stronger, your words flow freer, and your confidence shine brighter. Because the world is listening, and you're more than ready to be heard.